Fine. So today we are going to discuss about, yeah, can you hear me, students? Guys, can you hear me? Kindly respond me back so that I can start the class. Can you hear me? Say yes or no. That's enough for me. Can
Yes,
you hear
ma'am.
me? Yes, good. So today we are going to discuss about tuple, which is one of the concepts which I told you on Friday's class. So we have advanced topics in Python. That is one is list, tuple, set, and dictionary. The list is the one which we have discussed on Friday's class. So today we are going to see about tuple in Python. How you can use this tuple in Python. As I said, the basic concept of Python, we can able to store. We have seen topics like that is we can able to store only one value, a single value in a variable. But in the case of tuple, list, dictionary, and set, we can able to store multiple values in a variable. So that's a use of using this concept, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So let's see what is tuple. So tuple is used to store multiple values or multiple data items in a single variable. Suppose if you want to store multiple values in a single variable, we can go for using list, tuple, set, and dictionary. And each concept is used for different purposes. If you want to list, you can use list. If you want to use this tuple, then you can also use it in your coding. Okay, let's see how we can use this tuple. We can use this tuple in Python. So as I said, tuple, which is used to store multiple values, multiple data items in a single variable. Fine. And the basic property of tuple is it is ordered. All the values that we are storing in tuple is ordered and unchangeable. We cannot able to change the items that we store in tuple. So what's the property? A tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. We cannot change the items once it's stored in the tuple. Right. And tuple or return, let's see the syntax for tuple, how we can use this tuple in Python. So tuples are written with round brackets, but in the case of list, we'll be using square, we'll be using square brackets, right? But in the case of tuples, the data items are enclosed with round brackets. So we'll be writing like this, okay, open parenthesis, and then close parenthesis, okay. So inside this, we'll be declaring values in a tuple variable. Fine. So let's see how the syntax of tuple. Here we have a variable. The variable name is this tuple, and we are storing different values. What are the values? String values that we are storing. That is apple, banana, and cherry. And these values are enclosed with square brackets. Okay, but in the case of list, we'll be using. Here we are using round bracket, but in the case of list, we'll be using square brackets. Okay. Then after that, we are just printing the tuple variable. So what's the syntax for tuple? Tuple, all the values will be assigned in a tuple variable with round brackets. And what's the property of tuple? Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. We can able to order the items in the tuple, but the thing is we cannot make any change in the tuple values or data items that is stored in the tuple variable. Right. So after assigning all the values in a tuple variable, we are just printing it by using the function in print. Okay, so once we print the tuple variable, we'll be getting the output as apple, banana, and cherry. So these are the values that we have stored in the tuple variable. Okay, so let's see some of the properties or characteristics of tuple. Tuple items are ordered, unchangeable, and allow duplicate values. So as I said, tuple items are ordered, unchangeable, and it also allows duplicate values. You can be able to store similar items multiple times in a tuple variable. We can be able to store similar items multiple times in a tuple variable because tuple allows duplicate values. Fine. And all the tuple values, all the tuple items are stored with the index value. As I said, the index value starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, and go on and goes on. Right? So all the data items will be stored based on the index value. Fine. And after that, ordered, or all the tuple values are ordered, it means it have a defined order. So in tuple, all the data items have a defined order. Okay, and it also cannot make any changes in the items that we store in the tuple variable. Fine. And third one is tuples are unchangeable, that we cannot change, but um, we can able to add or remove items once the tuple is created. Okay, so we cannot make any change in the data items that we store in the tuple, but we can add or remove a particular data item from the tuple. So what are all the properties of tuple? Tuples are ordered, unchangeable, and allow duplicate values. All the data items in tuple will be stored based on the indexes. The index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on. Right? So these are the properties of tuple. And this is the example how tuple is allowing to store duplicate values in a variable. Let's see this example. We have a tuple variable, the name is this tuple, and having the values apple, banana, cherry. Again, we have a same value apple. See, at the index 0, we have the value apple, and also yeah, we have apple at the index 3. Fine, we are having duplicate values in the tuple variable. Since tuple allows duplicate values, we can able to assign similar data items multiple times in the tuple variable. Right? So this is an example of how a tuple allow multiple, that is duplicate values. Fine. So and also here we are going to see how we can find the length of the tuple. As I said, this leno function already we have discussed in tuple. What's the use of this leno function, which is used to count the number of items that is available in the particular variable. Either it can be a tuple or list or set or dictionary. So leno function is used to find the length of the particular object or class. The object can be tuple, list, set, and dictionary. Right? So leno function is used to find the number of items that is available in a object. The object can be tuple, list, set, or dictionary. Right? So here, let's see with an example. Here we have a variable, this tuple equal to apple, comma, banana, comma, cherry. So the total number of items or values that is present in this tuple is 3. Right? So we are just, by using the leno function, we are just finding both the number of items that is present in the tuple variable. So how many number of items that is present in the tuple variable? That is 3. So when you when you use this function leno, and when you declare the variable inside this leno function, you will be getting the number of items that is present in the variable. How many number of items that is present in the variable? That is 3. So we will be getting the value length equal to 3. Okay, so what's the use of this leno function, which is used to get the number of items that is present in the variable. The variable can be, sorry, the object. The object can be list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So let's see how we can able to store what are all the data items or data types that we can use in this tuple. As I said, just like list, in tuple also we can able to store similar data items. That is, we can also store similar data items at the same time. At the same time, we can also use different kind of data types in tuple. Just like list, in tuple also we can able to store different data types. Let's see with an example. Here we have a variable that is tuple1, tuple1, and then after the tuple2, tuple3. So when you see these different tuple variables, each tuple is assigning with a similar. If you take tuple1, tuple1 is assigned with string, that is string values. Tuple2 is assigned with integer values. When we take the third one, tuple3 is assigned with Boolean values. In tuple, just like list, in tuple also we can be able to store different data types, and at the same time we can also use. Okay, this is the example what we discussed previously. Yeah, and also we can be able to store different data types in a single variable. Previously, we have seen that we have assigned only similar data items in the tuple variable. Okay, this case is also allowed, as well as we can also store different data types in a single variable. This case is also allowed in tuple, just like list. Okay, in list also we can able to store different data types in a single variable. At the second, we can also be assigned with similar data items. Okay, both the cases is accepted in tuple as well as in list. Fine. Suppose like moving on to the next function that we can use in this tuple is type of. Previously, we have discussed one function, that is leno function. So what's the use of the learner function, which is used to count the number of times that particular data item appears in the variable. Okay. See, sorry. What's the learner function, which is used to count the number of items that is present in the variable. And what's the use of this type of function? Type of function which is helps to know the data type of a particular variable. If you want to know the data type of a particular variable, or we can say if you want to know the type of a particular variable, by using this type of function, you can be able to identify the type, the data type of a variable. Let's see with an example. Here we have a variable that is my tuple, which is assigned with the values apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, so if you want to know the type of my tuple, then by using the function type of, we can able to know the data type of a particular variable. So when you give type of my type, you will get the output as the data type of a particular variable. Here, tuple is kind of it is displayed like tuple is a kind of class or object. See, if you use this type of function in list, set, or even dictionary, you'll get the type as class only. Okay, so if you want to know the type, the data type of a particular variable, type of function is used to find out that. Right? And then how we can, let's see how we can access Drupal items. Just like list, in list we used to access the data item by using the index value. The index value starts from 0. So at the index of 0, the first item of list will be stored. Just like that, in Tuple also, at the index of 0, the first item will be stored. And it goes on. Okay, so by using the index value, we can able to access data items of a even tuple, list, set, or dictionary. Right? So here, let's see with an example. Here we have a variable that is this tuple having the values apple, banana, and cherry. After that, we are just printing out this tuple of 1. 1 is nothing but the index value. As I said, index value starts from 0. After that, it is 1. Okay, 2, and 3. Okay, so at the index of 0, we'll be having the first value. Okay, what's the first value? That is apple. Right? And after that, at the index of 1, we'll be having banana. At the index of, at the index of 2, we'll be having cherry. If there is another data item after this cherry, it will be stored at the index 3. Right? So here they have by using the printf function, they are just printing out this tuple of 1. So the value will be stored at this tuple of 1. Okay, this tuple of index 1, which will hold the value banana. So we here in the output, when you see, it's displaying the value as banana in the output. Okay, so this how we can able to access data items in the tuple. Okay. And moving on to the next one. Okay, so these are all the slides we are seeing how we can access the data items from the tuple. In the case of negative indexing, so if we have taken negative indexing, so previously we have seen like the index value start from 0. So at the index 0, the first element will be stored. Okay, and at the index 0, the first element will be stored, and at the index of 1, the next element will be stored. Okay, so at each indexes, by the increment of 1, each data item will be assigned. But in the case of negative indexing, the value the value that is assigned with the negative indexing means the value will be stored from the end. Okay, positive indexing means from the beginning. So if we go for negative indexing, then it will the data items assigning the data items assignment in the index value will be from the end. Okay, so minus 0 refers to the last data item, and minus 2 will be the previous of last data item. Okay, so here we have an example. This tuple is apple, banana, and cherry, and we are trying to print this tuple of minus 1. Minus 1 means, as I said, it's a negative indexing. So if you start indexing from the beginning, it will take the positive index. So at the index 0, the first element will be stored. Suppose if you start the indexing from the end, okay, instead of positive, if you take the data item from the end, the indexing referred will be negative. And the negative value start from the end is minus 1. Okay, so after the previous to the last one was minus 2, minus 3. Okay, and it goes on. So at the index minus 1, will be having the last data item. If it is minus 2 means previous of last data item. the second last data item, as we can see. Okay, so this one, the data items will be retrieved from the tuple, from the object or class, whatever you can say. So by using the positive index, you can able to retrieve from the beginning. So if you are going for using negative indexing, the values will be retrieved from the end. So that's a difference. Okay, so so again we are seeing another one method, count off. So this count off method is used to count, or we can say it is used to count the number of times the particular variable or particular value appears in the object. It is used to count the number of times a specific value appears in the tuple. Okay, so let's say with an example so that you can understand it well. Here we have a tuple. This tuple is having set of values, and after that we are just using this counter function. We are going to find out the number 5. We are going to find out how many number of times the number 5 appears in the tuple. This tuple. Okay, if you want to count the number of times the particular variable appears in the tuple. Okay, if you want to count the number of times of a particular value here, means we can use this counter function. So what's the use of counter function? Previously we have not discussed this counter function in list. Okay, so in tuple we will be using this counter function. So what's the use of it? It is used to count the number of times that particular variable appears in the tuple. Okay, so this is the use of counter function. And another function we can use in this tuple is index of. So what's the use of index of? If you want to know the index of a specific value in the tuple, then you can use this index of function, right? Suppose in this example, here we have a set of values 1, 3, or so many number of values. And if you want to know the index of 8, the specified value is 8. You want to know the index of this value 8, means we can use this index of function. So index of function is used to know the index or position of a value that is assigned in the tuple variable. Okay, if you want to know the position or index of a particular value, then you can use this index of function. And we have a tuple variable, that is this tuple of set of values, and after that this tuple dot index of 8. Okay, dot index of 8 means at the index of 8. See, index of function is used to find out the position or index value of the value, index value of the specified number 8. Okay, if you want to know the index value of the number of the data item 8, means we can use this index of function. Okay? So this is about index. So what are all the things that we have discussed today? So tuple, we have discussed tuple today. So all the data items will be stored with a enclosed with a round brackets. Multiple data items can be stored. So what are all the functions that we have seen today? Because Leno function, counter function, index of function, and even type of functions. So these are some of functions only. There are actually many number of built-in functions in tuple. But what we have discussed today is only few functions, which is very important when we write a code. Fine. So these are some of the simple basic functions that we normally use in tuples. Okay. As I said, we can able to store different data types in a variable. So all the data items can be accessed either with positive index or negative index. So if you go for using this negative index, the data items will be retrieved from the end. If you are using positive index, the data items will be retrieved from the beginning. That's it. So what we use is count of function, it is used to count the number of times a particular value or data items in the tuple. And then index of position is used to find the position of a particular data item in the tuple, then you can use this index of function. This is about tuple. Okay, so hope you understand all the concepts. Let's do it with Colab. Okay, so that we can let's run some of the code in Google Colab. After that, we'll be going attending the quiz. I have prepared a quiz of in less concept what we have discussed on Friday's class. So let's attend the quiz. So after I finish of explaining the tuple concept in Google Colab, we'll go for using. We'll go for attending the quiz exam. It's very small. Okay, so uh, let's maximize the screen so that I can see it. So see, suppose we have a tuple variable. Say the tuple variable is t. So how the values will be assigned in the tuple by using round brackets. So round brackets, I'm going to declare string values. Okay, string values. Say this is example what we have seen in this slide. Then I'm going to assign. Okay, I'm going to assign string values, multiple string values in the variable, the tuple variable t1. Now I'm going to print it. How I can print? How I can print by using the print function. I can able to record t1. If it just run the code represent this icon which is given in the left side. So when I run this code, which I have assigned string values in the variable in the tuple variable t1 and just printing t1. Okay, so the output that we are going to get is the values, the data items that is stored in the tuple variables. Whatever the data items that is stored in the tuple variables, nothing but the apple banana. So we'll be getting the output as so this is the output apple banana and cherry. Okay, let's see how we can access the data item. So how we can access, as I said, by using the index value. Okay, if you go for using the positive index, the data item will be retrieved from the beginning. If you are using negative index, the data items will be retrieved from the end. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to print. I'm going to use positive index. I'm going to print. Okay, I'm going to retrieve the data item which is stored at the index 2. Okay, so let's run this code. We'll be retrieving. So what's the output that we'll be getting when you run this cherry? Because the index, okay, at the index 2, cherry is stored. Okay, so at the index of 0, apple item will be retrieved. At the index of 1, banana item will be retrieved. And at the index of 2, what item is stored at the index 2? That is at the position 2, cherry. So we'll be retrieving, it will retrieve the data item 2, okay, and display here. Okay, so what's the data item that is stored at the index 2? That is cherry. Okay, so we get the output as cherry since we have given the index value 2 here. Right? Suppose if we give negative index, see, print of c1 minus, okay, instead of giving the positive index, here I have given negative index. So also use a negative index to retrieve the data items in the end. If you want to retrieve the data items in the beginning, you can use this positive indexing. So if you are using negative indexing, the data items will be retrieved from the end. Okay, let's run the code. Again, we get the same output that is cherry. Since we have the last data item, -1 always refers to the last data item that is assigned to the tuple variable. So what's the last data item that is assigned to the tuple variable? Nothing but the cherry. So cherry is retrieved here. Okay, so this how we can use the indexing value in the tuple. So let's see some other, yeah. Okay, let's see print of. So let's try to use the index, some of the functions that we have discussed. Okay, let's see the index of 8. So if you want to know the index of uh, particular variable, okay, we have p1 dot index of, so let's run this code. We will be getting the index of, okay, we are getting error. What's the error? X is not in the tuple. Index of X is not in the tuple. C is actually set up, so that's why we're putting yes. We get the output. Okay, so the index for cherry is 2. When you refer this, you can say because at the index 0, apple will be stored. At the index 1, banana is there, and at the index 2, chili. So if you want to retrieve the data item that is stored at the index, okay, at the index, by using the index of function, you can able to retrieve the position of a particular data item. The data item is cherry here. So if you want to retrieve the position of the data item cherry means by using the index of function, you can able to retrieve the position of the data item shape. Okay, so this code the values will be retrieved in. Okay, so this code the values will be retrieved from the tuple. Fine. So this how we can work okay with the tuple in Google Colab. Okay, so let's start. So do you have any doubt in tuple, guys? Do you have any doubt in this? And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, let's go for attending the quiz. Okay, so hope you understand the topic. So if you have any doubt, we'll discuss in the offline class tomorrow morning. First, we'll be having class, right? So if you have any doubt, we'll be discussing in the tomorrow's class. Okay, let's go for attending the quiz. Okay, can you able to see the screen? Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to give the link here. You can check it. Okay, you can check the chat box. I'm going to give the link here. You can check the chat box. Yeah. Either join the quiz session by clicking the link, alright, just join the session by using the code which is displayed on the screen. Okay, either you can join the link, join the quiz session by link, or else join the quiz by entering the code which you are seeing it on the screen. Okay, kindly do join fast so that we can join. We can start the quiz. Okay, join the quiz either by your name or register number so that I can know. Kindly join the session fast, quiz session fast. Five of them have joined. Encourage all of you to join the quiz session.